We all love to play it safe, right? Wrong, let's gamble. Today my friend and I are going all in on chaos. We each get 6 random Pokémon through surprise trades and then we battle. We can't use TMs, no changing stats and no cheating with Gen Shiny Perfect Pokémon. Whatever we get is what we battle with. Let's hope I get lucky. With our full team of 6, we're now leveling any Pokémon under 50 up to 50, leaving anything over 50 as is. Next, we're building our sets using only moves learned through level up. We can also use any item, just no duplicates. First up we have Ninetales holding the Icy Rock to extend those snow turns. Blizzard never misses in snow, Auroraville is to protect our team, Nasty Plot to possibly sweep, and Dazzling Gleam gives us that nice fairy stab. Second is Beartic, who pairs perfectly with Ninetales. Snowcloak plus Snow could lead to some hilarious dodges. I gave it a Live Orb for maximum damage while still being able to switch moves. Running a mixed set with Icy Wind and Blizzard for speed control and damage, Icicle Crash is what we're gonna click the most probably though, and Aqua Jet just for some priority. Next up is Vespiquen with heavy duty boots. Pressure won't do much here, but we're full defense mode, with Toxic, Defend Order and Roost to stall, and Power Jam as our lone attack. Then there's Oink Alone, here to, well, try its best, with Gluttony and the Citrus Berry for some sustain. Double Edge and Headbutt for stab, Yawn to force switches, and Mudshot just to round it out. Fifth we have Golduck with Wise Glasses, for a little extra special power. Hydro Pump for that big stab damage, Sand Headbutt for flinch potential, Aqua Jet for priority again, and a cheeky Psych Up to copy stat boosts. And finally we have our Dunsparce with lefties. Roost for healing, Hyper Drill for damage, Glare to spread paralysis, and Drill Run, which has an even better crit chance thanks to its Serene Grace ability. Alright, first battle. This was a crazy battle. We start out with our Ninetales against their Kricketune. Then we just press Auroraville just to protect our entire team, which is always very nice. And then I forgot about something. The sticky webs. That's not nice to have against you. So we just Nasty Plot now because like what's Kricketune gonna do? This is kinda scary. But a Blizzard kills in one shot obviously. Then this guy is actually one of the biggest problems I've had in all these battles. This guy is... I hate this guy. He sets up the sunny day. So we try to Drill Run, but Bronzong outspeeds and does the Confuse Ray. So while confused, we hit ourselves. And then we get hit with an extra sensory, and then we hit ourselves. And then we get hit with a Weather Ball. And then we finally get to do our Drill Run. Or not. We get Confuse Ray again. So now we can finally just break free for once, right? So we hit ourselves. We just barely survive. And we finally break through for once. For once in our life, we break through. We just go for a Glare just to try to slow him down. And we get the full para first turn. We switch. We go to Ducky. That Hydro Pump just He eats that. He just eats that. Confuse Ray. We get confused again. And we Hydro Pump. Yay! We Hydro Pump. And now we just do the safe play by just doing Aqua Jet instead of Hydro Pump, as that can miss. With that threat gone, we are up against Jump Bluff now. Just so we go back to our Ninetales, which has a quad effective Blizzard coming his way. We get Giga Drained. He U-turns out into Tauros, but we Nasty Plot. So that's nice. And then we have a Decleam. He goes for Work Up, but a Tauros is not gonna eat a +2 Decleam, is he? Nah, he's not. Talonflame does kill us. Then we go back to Ducky, who obviously has that type advantage. The Aqua Jet seems pretty free here, but we get surprised by a Flying Terra on Talonflame. So now it's no longer super effective, which might cause a big problem. He takes it really easily now, and he also leaves us with a burn. So that's very bad for us. We get hit with a Terra boosted aerial ace. We barely hang on. After the burn. We just go for another Aqua Jet just to do some more chippies, and then just get taken out by another aerial ace. We then go to Vespiquen, exerting pressure, and then get hit by an aerial ace. But we are bulky, so we can take one. Then a Power Gem with our special attack should do the job against the Talonflame, which it does, and we get rid of it. And here comes Electrode, easily taking out our Vespiquen. We come out with the Dunsparce, and now get ready for one of the craziest plays. As he knows I have Drill Run, and he knows he's faster, he goes for the Magnet Rise, making him levitate, and also just making him immune to my Drill Run. That's just such an insane play. An insane move to bring, not knowing what kind of moves and types your opponent has. So it's just crazy. We obviously also have Hyper Drill, which is stab normal with 100 base power. So that's just gonna do a lot of damage. So that's easily a Zuko, which is awesome. We do get hit with a stab discharge though, which fortunately doesn't paralyze us, and the Hyper Drill is easily taking him out at that range. Then we get Jump Bluff, which does do the acrobatics, and we hang on a threat. And we do the Hyper Drill, taking half of its HP. So that's really awesome. We do get Giga Drained, which does kill us, and which does regain a bit of HP, but not too much, fortunately. Then we go out into our Oinkologne, which is already a very slow Pokemon, so the Sticky Webs are not really doing anything. We get Leech Seeded, but it misses. Not that it really matters, because a double-edged stab from Oinkologne just takes it out. And so we win the first battle. Battle number 2. We see the exact same lead as the first battle. But instead of doing the sticky webs, he goes out to Talonflame. And I didn't want the sticky webs, so I went for Blizzard, hoping to take it out in turn 1. We do get the freeze and a lot of damage on Talonflame, but with it having a fire move, it's immediately gonna get rid of the ice. So we go out into Ducky, hopefully taking the fire move, and we easily take that Flare Blitz. And it also does some damage to itself, obviously with the recoil. A crit flail doesn't do that much as well, and we just go for a Zen Headbutt, thinking it would Terra again. But as it didn't, we just went for an Aqua Jet because that's kind of safe in this play. We avoid the lead sheet again and go for a Zen Headbutt, which unfortunately doesn't do that much. We now do get lead sheeted. And the Zen Headbutt just puts him under half, but with the lead sheet he just goes over half again. So we go out into our Beartic to threaten a KO with a quad effective ice move. Giga Drain comes out and a U-turn to preserve the jump love. And here he comes again. This stupid Bronzong who's easily taking this Icicle Crash. It is respectable damage though, but he does easily take it. We go for Aqua Jet, which is a crit and still doesn't do that much. He opts for the Sunny Day, threatening the Weather Ball, so I switch and go for Ducky to easily take that Weather Ball, but he goes for Confuse Ray instead. And we all know I love the confusions, and I always break out, right? No, I hit myself. The Extrasensory goes out and takes us out, so Ducky faints. Then we go out into our Ninetales again, trying to set up and trying to do something. The Confuse Ray comes out again. But we won't hit ourselves, right? We will not hit ourselves. I guess we will. The Sunny Day goes up, threatening the Weather Ball again. And we go for Nasty Plot, which I think is a misplay. But we hit ourselves anyway, so that it doesn't really matter. And the Weather Ball does really easily take us out with the Sunny Day up. So I go back to the Dunsparce, glaring the Bronzong just to slow it down again, like the first battle. And it paralyzes first turn, so that's really awesome. We go for a Hyper Drill, which isn't doing that much. And then we get confused. Gosh, I hate this Pokemon. We switch because we don't want to do any more coin flips here. So we go out into Beartic. Unfortunately, the Bronzong paralyzes. Aqua Jet not doing anything actually because of the sun. We will not take this Weather Ball, but we give ourselves an easy switch back into the Dunsparce. So with Bronzong being this low, we hope a Terra normal boosted Hyper Drill will take it out. But it is gonna be close. But fortunately, we do manage to take it out and get rid of this nuisance of a Pokemon. I really hate this guy. Out comes Kricketune, but Kricketune should not do that much. We do get the late sticky webs, which is kinda annoying. But the Hyper Drill also just easily takes this out. And I feel like all my money is on the Dunsparce now to just take out everything. So the only play I see is just spamming this Hyper Drill. But we do get crit with the Giga Drain, which I think might have been the reason that he lived, because he hangs on just on a little bit of HP. So that crit might have really mattered. Because he does outspeed me and he gets the lead sheet up this time. And we do manage to take it out as well. But now we are threatened with the lead sheet. So it's gonna be very close. And now we get a crit, which would have mattered a lot the previous turn. But unfortunately we got it when it didn't matter. There comes Staros, and yeah, the only thing we have is Drill Run. We have no Hyper Drills anymore. A Raging Bull does a lot of damage. Drill Run doesn't do nearly enough. The lead sheet chips away at us, and we're really approaching checkmate, if not already. He gets a work up, and I tried to do something with the glare because I thought he outspeeds anyway, so if he is gonna kill me, he is gonna kill me, right? But that's actually kind of a big glare. But the late game sticky webs are actually kind of big, because everything I switch in is already slow, so they're all gonna be slower than this Tauros. So I'm not even sure why I tried to stall this out. I should have went for a Drill Run or something like that. I think I just hoped for the paralysis. But yeah, that's just gonna be game over, I think. We get some more chippies on us. Then we do get a Drill Run off. We get a Raging Bull. And we just die. Maybe we could have won if we pressed the Drill Run in the turn we did the Roost. But I'm not sure. This looked very bad. The Double Edge. Yeah, I think, yeah, well, maybe it would have been enough, because the Double Edge would have killed then, I think. And now we just died to the Raging Bull. And the Vespiquen is just slower. We do exert the pressure again. But the only move we have is Power Gem, which I think would have killed at this range, right? But we get Zen Headbutted and flinch. So that's gonna be all she wrote. The Zen Headbutt connects again. And that's it. We lose the second battle. So now the last battle. It is gonna be a double battle. And that's why I brought Blizzard on both Bertic and Ninetales. Because Blizzard obviously can't miss in the snow. So that's gonna be a big spread move to just threaten some big damage. And even though Bertic is a physical attacker, a 120 base special attack is gonna do quite a bit of damage. And we see Jumpluff already goes down, and Electrode is at half already. And the Blizzard from Bertic actually takes it out, so we just get an easy kill. Out comes Talonflame and Tauros. But we do have the D-Gleam for that, so we do click the D-Gleam and we do click the Aqua Jet. Aqua Jet taking Talonflame to half HP, and D-Gleam making both of the Pokemon very weak now. The Flare Blitz does come out, but doesn't kill our Bertic and really takes a lot of recoil. So now he's very low. The Raging Bull puts us at just over half. So we just go for another D-Gleam, which might have been better if I clicked Blizzard instead, and instead of Blizzard on Beartic, I should have clicked the Aqua Jet on Talonflame. And you're just gonna see why, because the D-Gleam takes Talonflame to like 1 HP, and it would have meant that the Aqua Jet would have just killed it, and instead it now gets the Flare Blitz off onto Ninetales, taking it out. So that definitely could have been prevented if I just clicked the correct move in either Blizzard with Ninetales or just the Aqua Jet with Beartic. We send out Vespiquen, and like being like one Pokemon, oh, I'm 1 Pokemon down, he's 4 Pokemon down, so this is not looking good at all. The Bronzong is just really giving me nightmares still. But we do have Power Gem for the Kricketune now, which should just do a lot of damage. And the Blizzard is nice for some spread damage. We see the Night Slash, but it doesn't take us out. The Blizzard connects, taking Kricketune to very, very low HP. But the Citrus does heal him up quite a bit. But the Power Gem is just gonna be enough because, yeah, well, it's a Kricketune, right? And it's a crit, so he would have been dead nonetheless. We see a Weather Ball going into Vespiquen, but I'm quite bulky, so it just takes me just under half. And we just are going for a Roost and Icicle Crash. Just doing some nice damage. We do feint to the Life Orb, but that does give us a free switch into our Ducky. We just go for another Roost and we press the Terra button, terrestrializing into a water type. So that's Double Stab, Water Terra, Hydro Pump coming Bronzong's way. If he takes that, I might just walk into a wall or something like that. He should not survive this. And we fortunately also connect, because obviously it is not a perfect accurate move, but we do connect and we take out the Bronzong, which actually gives us a very, very easy win in the double battle.